is a jaguar with a human that is created, and the Olmec people believe that they gave birth to this creature through the shaman. So the region climate was the coastal, swampy, humid, and it had lots of rain, floods, and the location is relative to the Tuxtla Mountains. Transported them stump. Welcome, everyone. This is week number 34, and we are talking about the Olmecs. It's the first major culture and pre-literature using some symbols in trade with Monte Alban. The Olmecs valued items such as jade, greenstone, chocolate, feathers, and corn, which is called maize. The three phases of the Olmecs are the initial, intermediate, and terminal. So the initial lasted from 1200 to 900 BCE in San Lorenzo. These are the colossal heads, the celts, and the production of maize. The intermediate Olmecs lasted from 900 to 600 BCE in La Venta. These are burial mounds and colossal heads and a lot of ceremonial artifacts. The third, which is terminal Olmecs, lasted from 600 to 400 BCE in Tres Zapotes. As you all know, the Olmecs believed in cosmovision. This is in Mesoamerica. This is 3D duality and horizontal directions. On a vertical level, they will pair twins as opposites, such as yin and yang, just for example. They also use north, south, east, and west as the four planes that their pictures are described through. The midpoint has vertical levels, and the Olmec twins, the hero twins, are very popular for the ball games that they played. This is also known as the Jaguar twins, and there's an installation of tablets in them in most of the Mesoamerica museums. Olmec tablets are shallow alignments and installations that are direct rises and settings above the sun and horizon. The bas relief is a carving of 4 volts on the outside tablet surrounded by the pictures in the 4 cardinal directions of north, south, east, and west. Olmecs learned to multiply this. They loved their land. They lived on the Gulf Coast side of Mexico, and they settled in villages and were stationary settlers. The first civilization of Mesoamerica. They were learning to fish, farm, cotton, domestic plants. They used squash, maize as corn, greenstone, jade, chocolate, and they used ceramic clay utensils as figurines. They didn't use metal or any other metal material as the way that we would have expected them to. 4 main places of Olmecs and where they're from is La Venta, San Lorenzo, Tres Zapotes, and Laguna de los. This is the mother culture of Mesoamerica, the rubber people. Rubber trees were drained, and it took over 50,000 trees to make the balls for the ball games that they played. And the Olmec's myth of creation is a jaguar with a human that is created, and the Olmec people believe that they gave birth to this creature through the shaman. So the region climate was the coastal, swampy, humid, and it had lots of rain, floods, and the location is relative to the Tuxtla Mountains. Transported the stones, the green stones, from the mountains 50 miles away from where they were. So they don't know if they used the water or rafts or floats to get these stones there, but they got those stones there. The basalt stone is the stone that's used to make the head statues, and this is a volcanic rock stone, and it has a spiritual function, which is bursting from fire of eruption from a rock. The Olmec's religion concepts are dualistic, clinical, shamans, birds, jaguars, and serpents, supernatural creatures, and earth monsters. These would all be at the lower level, and then the birds, of course, would be at an upper level because they fly through the sky. let's get into the Olmec art. So the jade celts and the jades perforated were used as figurines and pendants. Monumental scriptures, stelas, altars, relief carvings, monumental architecture, murals, and basalt were all of the things they used. They also had a stone tip drill that the Olmecs used their shaman as travelers between the planes. A familiar, such as a jaguar, was to go between planes of existence, between reality and the underworld. So, when the concept of Mesoamerica is that the gods had to give the blood so that the world would continue, so that the sun and carved up and drilled. These would have pudgy faces and are hybrid jaguar figures. Also, a cleft head is common.